Hi, welcome to the Cafe of Dreams, Life Made to Order, where we're serving up the life you would love and all the financial and personal success that goes with it. Hi, my name's Lynn Kitchen, your host, but I'm no ordinary chef, and this is no ordinary cafe. This is the Cafe of Dreams, where making the impossible possible for you is what we do. So what would you love to order up from the menu of life? You see, I built this place to help launch you and your dreams forward. I believe we can have it all: power, success, wealth, freedom, and fun. I call it personal sovereignty. So let's do a quick review of the 5 basic concepts for success that we've covered here in the cafe so far. First, everything is created twice, first in our minds and then in reality. You see, we're always cooking up something in our minds. We don't get not to cook. We are always creating, every day, cooking up something. And our circumstances reflect our thinking. So if you want to see what you've been cooking, just look at your life. If you want to create different circumstances, you need to change your thinking. So second, there are 2 ways to live. One is by design and one is by default. Are you living by design? That is, creating visions and dreams for a life that you would love? Or are you cooking by default, meaning that you're left to your old habitual thinking and you're just creating the same results over and over? Third, don't hang out in the victim diner. If you find yourself cooking with the same ingredients like anger, blame, and resentment, you're in the victim diner. You need to get out of there before you burn down your kitchen. And fourth, don't get lulled into complacency and procrastination in the ordinary grill. That place is a waste of time. Decades can go by there. And fifth, pay attention to your longings and your discontents. These are like clues. They're like pieces of the puzzle that help to point you in the directions of your true heart's dreams. So now moving forward, today I'm going to talk about what I have found helps the most to bring the greatest success and the best results in life. They are the 3 R's: your reasons, your recipes, and your resolve. Your reasons. Why? This is the essential question that we're going to explore. Your recipes. What are the ingredients that you're using to build a life that you would love? And third, your resolve. What do you do when you just can't seem to cook another day? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a support system? Well, today I'm going to begin with the first one, the most important one, your why, W-H-Y. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why would you want a different life? Bring your dream to mind now and ask yourself, what is there in that dream that pulls me? Explore why it pulls you. All great dreams are made with a great why. Whatever your dream is, it starts with a clear, compelling reason. It's a reward, something that inspires you and that you will benefit from, or something that will inspire and benefit others. In order to have a great dream, you need a great why. It's both a catalyst and a payoff. Think of it like the invisible yeast inside the bread. When it's combined with heat and moisture, it expands, and the payoff is delicious bread, hot right out of the oven. And the why behind that is that the bread feeds our body, feeds our soul, and indeed, the bread can feed the world. So there's a wonderful book I'd like to recommend to you. It's called Start with Why. And it's written by Simon Sinek. That's spelled S as in sugar, I-N-E-K. And it's become a very popular book to read, especially for business leaders. Now, he says that what separates great companies and great leaders is their why. The why is the underlying purpose that the company exists, the purpose for the dream itself. And he says the biggest challenge is when your why goes fuzzy. I've actually experienced that myself. Your why can go fuzzy. I spoke to you last time about my nearly 35-year career in the financial money management world, where in spite of all my success, something was missing, something unexplainable. But in fact, my why had gone fuzzy. Why was I doing this? So here's the interesting fact. Your why can change. That's right. In fact, it's normal in a life cycle of a whole lifetime to realize that what is most important to you now is different than what it was at an earlier age. You've changed. So it's important to realize this and ask ourselves, what is important to me now? So please get out a piece of paper and a pen and write this down. Here's the question. What is most important to me now? Choose the primary dream in your heart and begin to write. Why this dream? Why this dream? What's the benefit in this dream? What's the payoff to me? Why does this excite me? Find your why. Because here's the question, what is my why? You may not know how to bring your dream about, and that's okay for now. But the important piece of information that I want to share with you right now is that, please write this down, when you get clear enough on your why, the how will show up. That's the miracle. That's the magic that happens inside the oven. When you get clear enough on your why, the how shows up. Why? Because the why is the catalyst behind everything. You see, without a solid why, your dreams don't get off the ground. Only with a great why will you endure inconveniences and possible setbacks. And you'll be willing to plow forward into your dream when perhaps all else is against you. So in the book, Start with Why, the author gives us a wonderful example of a time in our history when the why changed the course of history. It was in 1963. Martin Luther King knew that in order for the civil rights movement to succeed, it would take more than just himself and a small group of his allies. It would take more than just an eloquent speech. It would take thousands and tens of thousands of people united in a single clear vision to change the country. You know, the organizers of the civil rights movement did not send out thousands of invitations, and websites didn't even exist back then. There was no Facebook to get the word out. But people came and kept coming and coming until there was 250,000 people who descended upon Washington, D.C. to hear that now famous speech, "I have a dream." By the way, notice that Martin Luther King did not say, "I have a plan." He said, "I have a dream." The power lies inside a dream. That's where the why is. Martin Luther King was able to inspire a nation to change the way we think about an issue, not just for the good of a minority, but for the good of the country. Martin Luther King started with a why. So can you. The power is in the why behind the dream. So, what is your why? Next week in the Cafe of Dreams, we'll talk about the second R your recipes, and all the ingredients that you really would love to use in cooking up a life of your dreams. See you then.